Hello everybody and welcome to the webinar. Thank you for being here on time and sorry for that little audio mishap there. My name is Joonas Iivonen and I'll be your host today. I'm one of the co-founders of Projecttop and one of the developers of the Projecttop Process, and I have around 15 years of project management experience under my belt. But who cares about that, because today with me I have Jyrki Autio, who is a bit of a guru here in Finland when it comes to project management. I know, Jyrki, I know you hate the word guru, but I'm going to use it anyway. So welcome, Jyrki.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So you're the go-to guy that everyone calls when their projects run in trouble, and that's something that you're here to talk about today also.
Yeah, I have one example of a project and analyze it, and yeah, let's see.
Yeah, that is actually the part that I'm really looking forward to. But just a couple of words about us, Projecttop. We have been doing projects, some of the most demanding projects, ERP projects, usually software deployment projects, that's kind of IT related stuff. We've been doing that for 15 years now, some of the most demanding projects in Europe and elsewhere in the world. And we have also been developing the Projecttop software for 10 years now. I'm just saying that because some of the examples, you're going to see some screenshots there from that Projecttop software. But that's not why you came here. You came here to learn how to manage projects in real time. And just one thing about questions before we jump right into it. You can ask questions at any point in the webinar. We will answer them in the ending, in the end, but you can submit your questions at any time. And you can do it. There's a little orange button in the webinar overlay, a little orange arrow. You can just click it, and then from the menu you can select questions, and you can submit them to us. And don't worry, only we can see your questions. So just keep them coming. Okay. Here's the agenda for today. First, we're going to go through this really quickly, the first parts. For the steering group, what you need to report to the steering group for the steering group to actually make good decisions in your projects. And then we're going to go through the basics of real-time reporting. What do you need to enable real-time reporting in your own projects? And then we're going to get to the beef, and this is the really exciting part. This is Jyrki's thing. He's going to talk about forecasting in projects, and he's going to go through one example, that a project that is running right now.
Yes.
And you were asked to help them when things didn't go as planned.
Yeah, and we make one analysis at what get wrong and what was the plan and what get wrong, and let's see that.
Yes, so Jyrki is going to tell us, he has analyzed why the project went wrong, and we're going to go through it and see how we can prevent that with forecasting.
Yes, how we can learn, not make same errors again.
Yes, really, you need to stick around for that. And after that, we're going to go through the questions you guys may have. Okay, hopefully that sounds good, because here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, for the steering group reporting part, I guess we're just going to go through it quickly, is that you need different kinds of data. For managing the project, you need really detailed data about every aspect of the project, how they are progressing, who is doing what, how are the tasks going. But that isn't really what the steering group wants, right?
Yes. They don't want that.
Yeah, they don't want to know how many tasks Mark has or something like that. They want to know how the project is progressing on an upper level.
Yeah.
But as we discussed here, that the important thing for the steering group is that they get real data so that they can base their decisions on good data.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So real data, not opinions, not wishes, not dreams. I mean, I see this many times in my projects. How do you?
Yeah, and that's it's many times the report is just an opinion. I think that we are doing this way. In some point, it's only dream that we are dreaming that we are going. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, based on that, it's really hard to make good decisions. I mean, if you don't know exactly how it is progressing, in this slide that you made, we have two kinds of reports that could be reports for the steering group. And the upper one is saying that everything is pretty much fine, and the other one is saying that everything is kind of red.
Yeah, and sometimes the same project, two opinions.
Same projects, two opinions.
Yeah.
So guys, you need to base your reports on data, because otherwise the steering group simply cannot make the right decisions.
Yeah, yes, that's right.
And that is why we're going to need this micro level data to present the big picture to the steering group.
Yeah. Just like Facebook is using big data to select the right president for US. So so we need project big data to make the right decisions.
Yes, well put. Okay, so moving on. That's why you need good data to report to the steering group, so that they can make the right decisions. Hopefully, the right decisions.
Yeah.
And what you need to enable the real-time reporting, we're going to take a quick look at that next. Okay, so here we have one of your slides, Jyrki. This is a lot of graphs. What are we looking at here?
Yeah, I think that this is the minimum level of data what project manager need to monitor his project. And you can have one dashboard, or then you can have 15 Excels. That's how you want to do it. But in the right top corner, there's different kind of activity types what you have in project. It's just like defects, development ideas, change requests, as you say, those open issues, tasks, and test cases, use cases. So you will have different kind of activities what you must monitor, and you should have status to one screen.
Yes.
Yeah. And then right down the corner, there's the same data, but now it's the by organization, the count by organization, that how our project is running in different organizations. And then one thing what I want to monitor all the time is in left side, that what is the workload of every resource, and that how much work they have, and is there some example, there's executive Eric, we know that there's maybe too much work for him, and I must analyze that why. Is he lazy, or is there some management problem or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so to actually see the little things, you need the big data.
Yeah, and you can make. It's very easy to make reports if you have data. Yeah. So let's go forward.
Okay, so I guess this is when you tell us how you get the data.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the base of those reports is data. That every time when a person changes the status or assign the activity to another person, we are collecting data.
Yeah. Okay. So this is like the data collection like view where you can see every change that has been made in the project.
Yeah, and when we are talking about this forecasting, we need that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we must collect data.
Okay, and to enable that, you probably need something.
Yeah, it's the project members must have the personal work list, the interactive work list. So you must give them possibility to report you very easily what is the right status of every activity. And this is the only way how you can have real-time data.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. So to recap, to get the real-time data, the big data to your projects to be up to date, you actually need something where you can gather the data, and you need something for the people working on your project to report how the things are progressing.
Yeah.
Well, that makes perfect sense. I mean, and that's why you need the task lists.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's in many cases it's so that you have many tools or many Excels or something, and then the data is scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah. In small parts.
Yeah.
And every time when you make the report, you must collect and ask that how it's working.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I usually see that you have in Excels and Words and in intranet or shared folders, emails. Yeah, that doesn't really help reporting.
Yeah, yeah. In 40 years ago, I made that kind of Excel.
Yeah.
Visual Basic Excel, and it was sorry, big job to do it, and but it worked, but in now 2018 we have better solution for that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the point is that for you to actually get that level of reporting, you need to get rid of email management by email.
Yeah, that's bad. And it's so sad that project managers expect that when you send email, then after 15 minutes you get result. Okay, now it's done. yeah. But it's and people are working evenings, but this is you are shooting in your own leg. and that's the big, because if you are your management is done by Excel, by emails, sorry, then every email where is the capital letters is going forward. So the email senders is prioritizing your work, the work.
And they like to do the tasks that they like most the first.
Yeah.
And usually the smaller tasks, not maybe the tasks that matter the most.
Yeah, and if somebody is angry, he gets jobs done faster than nice guys.
I actually like this slide a lot. I like this, that the more you have emails, the less you have control of the project.
Yeah. When you are sending email, you're sending your control away.
Yes, definitely. That's well put. But let's move forward to the main part, the forecasting part. And this is the part that I'm actually looking forward to. And let's keep going. I understand that these are now real-time graphs. As you can see from the dates, they are very recent. And they are from this project that you were called to help. I understand that they ran into trouble, and then you went there and analyzed with these graphs. You had the project data, and you can show it in these graphs that what went wrong.
Yeah.
And maybe we can go through this one graph at a time.
Yes.
Let's do that. Okay, on the top left corner, we have, I'm gonna make some guesses here.
Yes.
We have this test step progress percentage with estimate.
Yeah.
So this, if I'm correct in interpreting this, this is the estimated, the green one is the estimate that you estimated that you would be 100% ready in the beginning of March.
Yeah, the gray one is estimate.
Yes. So this is the estimate, and this is the 100% readiness that this is when the test cases should be done.
Yeah, and this graph is made by the original plan.
Yeah, that was the original project. But
yeah.
Okay. Yes, this is something that I'm sure every project manager would like to have. Like, this is the original plan, and this is what actually happened.
Yes.
Can you tell me something? Because it looks like that it started well. If you check out the beginning here, it's even a little above schedule, and then it kind of dips. And here we're still doing okay, but then it really starts lagging behind. What happened there?
Yeah. I tell you what happens later after that, but the first that it's the first everything's quite okay, and the situation was that everything was not ready when they started the testing, but there was very clever test manager who select the right cases and so that they can test as much as possible. Okay, so they started testing a software that wasn't completely ready, but tried to do their best to begin the testing anyway. Yeah. Okay. And it's so that you have several test cases, and the test manager select the one row by one test case, and okay, that can be checked and that can be checked. Okay. Yeah, and he do what he can. Yeah. But when in the end, beginning of February, the problems were so big that there was nothing to test. Everything was open, and there's every test case is in status that are waiting for fix, and that one. And then they realized that okay, we are not able to keep the current schedule, and this go wrong. Yeah. Okay. And that's when they thought about calling you. Yeah. In the middle of February, I was involved to project, and but it takes always some time to get it working again. Yeah. If it's easy, anybody can do it. Yes, definitely. Yeah, and if we go to the next part. Yes. So if I can make a little educated guess here, what is going on? Yes, please. Cumulative opened defect daily count and estimate. So these are the defects that you thought you would have. This estimate, the green line here. Yeah. You estimated that at the end of February you would have found 120 defects. Yeah, there's quite straight rules how to estimate the amount of defects, but it's we must keep the own webinar about that. Yes, and to everyone listening here, we have actually already decided today that we're going to have a webinar on how to make forecasts, on how to forecast the amount of defects that you're going to discover in your own projects. You don't want to miss that, so we're going to keep you informed. Yeah, and the why you should do this estimation of defects is that when you make the resource plan, you should involve how much time you use when you report defects and retesting, and that you must take that account too. Yes. Because if you don't, then you have too less testers. Yes. Yeah. And in this case, if I'm reading this graph correctly, you estimated that you would find, or the project manager rather estimated that they would find 120 defects at the end of February, but in the beginning of April, they already have discovered over 240, twice the amount of defects. Yeah. The schedule and resources were calculated based on that 120. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so no wonder the projects run out of schedule and over budget.
Yeah, and about 40%. The reason of 40% of those defects were that the system was not really ready. Yeah,
that's a really common problem. I understand.
Yeah.
If you're testing something that isn't completed, it's really hard. Yeah. But maybe we can check out the last graph that we have here.
Yeah, and that's
this one.
If you again tell that what is the graph and
yeah. So okay, what we have here is open activity, defect and estimate, daily count. Okay, so what we have here, this red line here is the opened defects, the new defects, am I right?
Yeah, this is amount of defect what is open in
at any given day.
Yeah, it's not cumulative, it's the how many
are open.
How many are open.
And the idea was that there should be about 30 defects open.
Yeah.
And can you elaborate a little bit on the number 30? Why that this is, they had 66, over twice the number of open defects at this point here. So why would you want to keep the number of defects so low?
The reason is there's about 66 defects.
Yes.
And open in one day.
Yes.
That means that you must make at least 66 fixes, changes to system before it's okay. Yes. Everything is fixed.
Yes, you definitely need to fix at least 66 things then, yeah?
Yeah, of course you prioritize that what you fix about that. But if the amount of open defects is very high, then the system is changing all the time.
Yes.
And then it means that you must retest all the test cases of what you have tested earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is as you can see in down there, there's the green line.
Yes.
That is the number how many new defects you have created per day.
Yeah, so they are discovering something. Here's almost 9 defects, something like 6 or 7 defects per day that are discovered.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the brown one is that how many you have solved.
Yes.
That you can close those.
Okay, so this is a good example. They find like 9 defects and fix half of those. So you're just getting more and more defects all the time. And they are being fixed, but not fast enough, I guess.
Yeah, and as you can see, that happens all the time. They are fixing and testing and doing, but the speed is not enough.
Yeah.
The ability to solve those issues is too low.
Yes.
And when I'm the project manager or test manager, I'm always watching every day this graph. Yes. Because you must be sure at the day one that your solving ability is in right level.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and in this project, the biggest issue is that the problem solving ability was so low that the amount of open defects is growing and growing, yes. And that's why the testing is not running in the schedule.
Yeah, and isn't it like when you have that many open defects all the time, you should retest stuff, you're just getting new errors, and it's blocking the testing, and the project is kind of grinding to a halt. Progress is stopping.
Yeah, yeah. And this is now I just take an example about testing, but the same thing you can use in every phase of project. So example, when you're doing specifications, you get the project is creating change requests, and they have development ISIS, they are open issues and that kind of thing. You should also, in same way, you just you should monitor
Yeah.
amount of open issues and check that how your project is running.
Yeah.
Because it's always easy. It's not easy, but it's easy to manage the planned activities.
Yeah.
But if you are taking a look about a very successful project, the background is that your change management is successful.
Yes.
Yeah, problem solving ability is in right level.
Yes. Well, I gotta say this is kind of impressive. I mean, if you had this in the definition phase and all the other phases of the project, you just see that here we should be and here we are, and then you can react.
Yeah.
And make decisions based on that, what to do if the project is not progressing on schedule.
Yeah.
This is very impressive, Jyrki. Thank you.
And if you take the next, where we can see the whole picture.
Yes. Just.
Yeah. Now, when we have go through this graphs with the project manager,
Yes.
he understands and why she every time in next project he's using this. He is not professional project manager. He's a guy from business.
Yeah.
But now he understands that why to monitor, why to do estimates. It's the estimation is that you are just have project plan.
Yeah.
And you make the graph, this great graph, estimation graph, that okay, this way my project should run, and then you are just collecting data and monitor how we are working.
That sounds awesome, and when you put it like that, it sounds also really simple.
Yes,
is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going to go through that in the next webinar?
Yeah, and that's estimation of defects and this estimation. Let's have our own webinar about that, because this half an hour is not enough.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on.
Yeah, moving on. And
so to summarize, to report well for the steering group, to report the facts, the data, not opinions or dreams or project managers' wishes, to base the steering group's decisions on accurate data, you need this kind of big data for the project manager, so that the project manager knows exactly what is going on. Is it? If I were to summarize it, that's how I would say. Anything to add to that? Okay.
Yeah, one thing is that after hundreds of steering groups, if you say that it's not going to happen, that we are behind the schedule, just saying that, then the steering group saying that do faster, and but if you have some facts, you have some estimates, and then you have some plan that what are what the estimates is based for. So then it's easier for you that you can say that this how the project will go, and the steering group they have possibility to make the right decision. Yeah,
that's a real good point. If you're just saying something, it doesn't mean as much as if you show them clearly that this is how we're progressing.
Yeah.
And this is why we need to react.
And between two steering group, this is so that example after this, if you are using the same example what we have earlier, the steering group makes some decision that this is the way how we are going to do. We have some action plan and we have new schedule.
Yeah.
Now I have made the new estimation based on that schedule and based those actions, and they can follow in real time that how it's going. And I have shared it for steering group that dashboard.
Yeah, nice. That sounds really awesome. Steering group could monitor monitor the project real time.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna take questions, and you still have time to submit any questions you may have. We're gonna give you a minute to do that before we start going through them. I'm gonna just take this opportunity to say that if you want to learn more about the Projecttop Process, the Projecttop Process is a detailed guide on how to manage your IT projects from beginning to end, and all this kind of information from Jyrki's and from other people's heads have been put here in the website that you can read everything about it. Nothing is held back. All the information is there if you want it, and you can go to our website and you can go to, there is the VIP area button. You can go there and have a free 7-day trial right now if you want to see what this is all about. All this information is in there. And if you're interested in checking out the Projecttop software, it's made to manage IT projects. And I really mean that. It's everything IT project related, from planning to definitions to testing to fixing defects and managing change management, and nothing more. So it's pretty nifty piece of software. If you want to use it, you can go to our webpage, projecttop.com, and get yourself a free trial. Okay, but that's enough for the ads, and now it's time to check out the questions. Let's see if we have any here. You guys have been a little bit quiet today. I see that there are no questions at this moment. So we have the main webinar is ended. We have no questions really at this moment. So would you, Jyrki, like to have this opportunity to leave people with some words of wisdom?
Yeah, if you take the one earlier slide about this VIP area, I just want to tell that today in the morning I have a session where one project manager asked me that how I should monitor progress of building.
Yeah.
When the vendor make building that phase of, and it's quite easy. I just opened building management article from the VIP area and checking, and that this is how you should do it, and then he shared that also for vendor, and then we have a plan how to monitor building. It's very helpful material, so please use it.
Okay. Thank you, Jyrki. It has been a pleasure. And I also learned something today.
No, thanks.
You very much.
Thank you.
And I'm really looking forward to examining your thoughts and seeing how we can make those forecasts for our projects.
Yeah, and if you have any question, please don't hesitate to take contact with me.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.